Harold Osmer, West Hills Wood. Guitar amp cabinet reduction surgery. This is a short video. Here, this is what the guy has. He's got this guitar amp. He loves it. Plays with it all the time. And this is what he wants. He wants something that's clean and modern, but he loves the old amp. Well, now, maybe you didn't see much difference between the two. Well, this is what he had, this is what he got, this is what he had, this is what he wants, this is what he has, this is what he wants, this is what he has. And there you go. So, he just needs this smaller. He wants the speaker taken out. Can you just cut the box and make it short? Well, when you look at it, it seems kind of logical that that would be the way you'd do it. But that's not how these things work. You start cutting these things, it just gets weird. And, the amp comes out easy enough. And it's just a plywood box. So the best thing for us to do, since we are West Hills Wood, is we'll just make another box. So much simpler. It's a dang old 4-sided box, man. Ain't nothing hard about it. This is 3/4 inch plywood. You can see we left one side short because we're going to cut that at an angle. We'll talk about that in just a moment. And since this is going to be wrapped, it's going to be glued, screwed, and wrapped. We can use simple butt joints. We don't have to get creative with any of our joinery here. So here's the old box, and we have this angle measure. We lay it right up there and say, that's how much the angle is. Now the front of the amplifier is angled at that same bevel. So we need to be able to match that. And so you just transfer the line over here. And this is why we were able to leave that one end short. And this box at that point is not glued together. So you take it over to the chop saw, and you cut off that angle, and there you go. Then you glue and screw the whole thing together and round it over on the router table, and there you go. Make sure you paint the inside of the box before you do this, though, because otherwise you get paint all over your arm, and it doesn't come off for a couple days. We have new hardware, easy to get to. New hardware for the corners and the handles. And of course, we know the amp will fit in there because the box was built specifically to fit that amp. Not so hard. The space below the amp is required for the reverb mechanism. There's a metal piece that goes in there and a bag that has who knows what in there that makes it do the reverb part, and that works out well for him. And so here is what we wound up with. And that black material is Tolex. Simple enough to get, and then you get some contact cement and you contact it together. That's why it's just a short video, not a how-to thing. It just shows, hey, the shop is very busy. We have a lot going on, and there's stuff going on that does not involve the shop, and wow, we have so much, and a backlog. This was, geez, a couple of months ago we did this project. The guy was real happy, neat fella. Hey, this is Harold Osmer, West Hills Wood.